Hey everyone, the new mobile base is finally complete, at least for now. I've gone through, done what I can to reduce the lag, added a couple things. As you can tell, I'm standing on the roof, and there's a door on the roof. I felt like a mobile base you should be able to easily defend. And if you're just looking out the windows and then running out whenever robots come up, it's kind of hard to defend. So why not make it so you can easily get on the roof? So that's that. Nothing special, just the roof. Actually, excuse me, being on the roof made me realize I forgot an air conditioning unit. Of all the things I could have forgotten, I forgot the air conditioning unit. So I'm actually going to put that in right now. Just really quick. It can go... Is that even? Yes, that's even, so I could stick that right there, really. Yeah, I'm just gonna stick it right here. Once it goes the way I want it to. Good enough. I'm not sure which way this goes, whether that's in and that's out, or that's in and that's out. That's probably in and out. So I'm going to turn it. Like so. There we go. Sometimes you just have to turn yourself to get things in the right spot. Either way, now that we are down here, let's start at the front. This mobile base is built for 4 people because it's kind of meant to go along with the cozy, which is with the right cab on it is meant for 4 people. And I figure 4 people's kind of like, I feel would be a perfect size for a co-op team in this, in a sense, unless you're doing more of a roleplay kind of thing. But either way, like I said, it sleeps 4. There's a door on either side so you can get out quickly or just get in quickly. Each person has a light, and then we don't have curtains or anything in Scrap Mechanic, but there would be a curtain across here on each one for some privacy. And then, of course, you have your dress spot, which you can still fully access. It's a bit annoying for actually changing your clothes and stuff, but it's better than not having it at all. And then you've got the door that separates it from the rest of the trailer, which, if need be, I figure if lag is still a problem, you could take off this door, pretend there'd be a curtain there, same with the bathroom door. But either way, that's the front, and then you've just got a little divider up there with some, like, shelf space. The next room I will go to is the bathroom, just because it's simple. We've got a vent there, which would be the exhaust, an air intake just for fresh air, sink, mirror, toilet paper. I guess I should turn on the lights. There we go. They're set kinda low, but whatever. You've got your, yeah, shower head for your wet bath with your valves for the water, toilet, and yeah, just a nice little wet bath. Assuming everyone keeps it clean. And then, perfect way to start the kitchen. You have 2 refrigerators, just so you can kind of keep stuff stored in a way that's, I don't know, more immersive, I guess. I like using the refrigerator to keep my food stuff in. And then, got your cookbot for making the food stuff. And then I guess you could put some like milk and stuff in there too, because I've always got walk milk with me because it's the easiest to get. It literally keeps me alive in survival. I've got some storage up here for other stuff, like your potatoes maybe, whatever. Got some plants, a little bit of accent lighting. I plan on adding more accent lighting, but I'm not really sure where to do it, so maybe one of those little future updates that aren't really important, Don't really get noticed, but if you notice, you notice. We have 4 seats, 1 for each person. Just kind of sit down, hang out, eat your burger, drink a sunshake, I don't know. Got another light switch in here. Each quote-unquote room has 2 light switches, except for the bathroom and the bedroom, which has 4. What is that for? Oh, this one is exterior lights. I completely forgot about that. So up in the corner on each side, I might add one to the front and one to the back as well. Just so you can actually have lighting in the front and back, but that's just exterior lighting. Okay, so kitchen, living room kind of thing. There'd be like a little TV or something hanging somewhere, probably here or there, who knows. That's the stairs that goes up and out through the fabrication area, I guess we'll call it. Like I showed when we first came in, you just come up to the roof, so on. I'd kind of like to put a moonroof in this, change this to glass. That'd be kind of cool. Either way. Next, we come into the fabrication area itself. One reason I just blocked it off on that side with the stairs is it's a bit more of a pain to get around on that side than it is on this side because of collisions and stuff, but either way. As you can see, there's a beacon in the middle because I couldn't figure out what to do with that space, so I just put the chests there. Put a beacon in the middle so you never lose the trailer. You have 2 resource bins, so as you're out, you can break up rocks, trees, whatever, and then just tow the trailer over it. It'll suck it all up, and then refine it, put it into chests along the bottom, which I actually forgot to leave accessible on this side, so that I will also fix. Like so. That should be those 3 accessible now. That way you don't have to go out to actually access all your resources that you've sucked up. And then you can sort them in the storage in the back. I plan on adding more storage, but I need to figure out where the generator and engine are going to go so I can generate electricity. And so on, because in the back, the very back, just kind of staying under the floor for the moment, we have the refiner and stuff. The wheels are here, the axles, and then we have these 3 chests, which will be not necessarily this order, but water, chemical, and oil. That way, you just back the trailer in. You can see them kinda on this angle. There we go. Right there, there's vacuums. There we go, vacuums. And then the chest, so you just back the trailer in, hit the right switch, and then it sucks up whatever you need, and then you can make gas and stuff in here. Just put it into this chest. You can rotate the chest up for more space. And then make all your stuff. And then it comes out into this chest, and then once again, you could probably rotate it, add another chest for more output space. But as I mentioned, I would like to figure out where the generator and stuff are going to go. And I would like to also figure out how to drop this down a block, but because of the orientation of this stuff, it can't. This is on its own floor down there. The floor in this part's literally dropped way down. But either way. And then, like I said, you've got your other storage. There should be enough room to be like, that one's wood, or I guess this would have to go up here. That one's wood, that one's glass, that one's metal. And that's kind of mark them off that way, I guess. And then this is the other light for, or the other switch for outside. This one is for in the back here. Lights up all these 3 lights, and then this one obviously turns them off. OCD means I have to have off as off. OCD also makes me go nuts over this, but I'm not sure what other lights we can use. We can't really make many lights. I think we can only make the headlamp. and then we can find these ones and these ones around. But either way, what else should I show? If we go to the side, you can see the 3 storage chests for the resources. They are accessible, so if you're building a house, for example, or something like this, a shop with a restaurant above it, you can just kind of be like, okay, I need this wood, and then go use the wood. One thing I was trying to do before I put the beacon here is, without that chest, or if I move that chest, there's just enough room to fall into here, and then you can have these move out and come out here like a little escape hatch. I think that would be kind of cool to have an escape hatch out the bottom, but it's more parts, more lag, so on. There's not much need for it. You have your kingpin for the 5th wheel. Hopefully it's not in the wrong spot. Really, depending on what truck you put it on, it's in the perfect spot for the cozy, because as I mentioned, it's built for the cozy, it's just not as rounded. And then, say your truck has a shorter chassis, just move this up. Maybe like mark it with a block so you know where to put it. Move the kingpin up, no big deal. You could even put it on a piston or something so it can slide into where you want it to be. These are for the lights and general connections from the truck. So anything that is exterior that needs to move or light up while you're driving. One thing I should cover really quick before I continue on with that is I wanted to have, in the initial design, pistons that came down as feet to support it when it's not moving. That was way more complicated than it needed to be. The front ones got in the way. It made more lag. It was terrible. As you can tell, just sitting on its own, it's not too bad. It's definitely playable. And I've even got a really outdated computer. Like, I'm still on 1070 and like an i5, I think. Maybe an i7, so quite outdated. Either way, I changed out the pistons for a set of trailer legs on the back here that rotate right there, and a set in the normal spot. And then as you can see, they kind of bend backwards as I do for my legs now, so that they can actually support the weight better with collision rather than just the bearing, because even with the direct collision on the blocks there, it's still pushing up on the bearing. So either way, that's how I ended up reducing a bunch of the lag, making it simpler. As I said, if we attach this to the green gate, that is the one that tells the system that the driver is in the seat, and thus retracts the legs. And then these ones, as you can see, fold up that way into a little pocket that I made there. I can show it in a minute if I remember. And it's actually strong enough to lift it up, whereas the pistons on full weren't even strong enough to lift it up. So that's nice. But either way, we're looking at the front of the trailer, so it's kind of backwards at the moment. This is the way the trailer's facing. So this is the right turn signal, the left turn signal, the brake lights, and then I use the turn signals on the trailers as running lights, and then the brake lights are just plain brake lights. Keeps it simple. So right signal, left signal, brake lights. As I said, this one is to tell the system the driver's in it, so anything you want active while you're in the driver's seat attaches to that one. This is low beam, or typically 4 on my creations, just your normal nighttime driving lights. This one is the lift, so on the cozy, I'm going to pull out the cozy really quick. Yeah, I'll just grab this one. So as you can see, right here, with my vehicles, especially my bigger vehicles like this, I have ride height adjustment. So if we go, see, 4 is normal lights, 5 is high beams, and then that's the horn, 8. So as you can see, did I? Okay, I just didn't check the name, I was confused. Either way, just in case you bottom out on something, it lifts up a couple blocks. This is the black gate. As you can see, I should mention that really quick, in my creations, like the cozy, I also have the same thing on the truck. So you can just connect it directly color for color. But either way, that one's the lift. The trailer is too heavy at the moment for the lift to work because there's only 2 pistons to lift the entire thing up. Excuse me. So I need to add more pistons. This one is the high beam, so number 5, and then this one is an accessory. So just something that you want to have set so that you can access it from the truck or something. I think that's, no, 9 is the radio. But yeah, that's just simply an accessory. Say you have a plow or something that just simply goes up and down. You'd attach it to that one. And then, I guess the same kind of deal. One that's active, it would be active on the trailer. Either way, I'll quickly show underneath the trailer. I'm just trying to cover everything as quickly as I can without being confusing or anything. But underneath the trailer, we've got my chassis rails, because I always put chassis rails, I have to. The legs, that's how I mentioned they go under and support. And then we have the floor under the beacon, which I probably could lower a little bit for a little bit more space, but whatever. The resource chests, I'm not too worried about things that hang out the bottom because it is low. It only has a 2-block ground clearance, which to be honest might even be too low for most of the hills, like the street hills. But I've tested it along here and it works perfectly fine. Either way, here is the rear leg. I missed that. To attach that, I just simply brought the chassis down and then put the legs on. Wasn't too hard. This I would like to eventually open up for more storage, but for now it's good enough. Here you can see the support for the wheels. It's got a 3-axle. My typical design for a transport truck axle, but instead of attaching here, it attaches on top of the middle, and so on. I just need to add more pistons so it can actually raise up and, you know, not hit everything. And yeah, that's where the refiner is, right in here. And I think that's it. Aside from mentioning that I kind of moved the logic from last episode into here, just so you could see it. I think it'd be cool if you could see it. And then you can also tell kind of which thing each one went to rather than them being hidden. Because this one you can tell goes up to the door, this one goes to that door, and that one goes to that front door. So if, say, that front door gets broken, you can just come back here and see, okay, this one has a switch going to it, or a bearing, but no switch. Or this one has no switch or bearing. That must have been for that door. And then same for this side, front door, and then this one is for the trailer legs, which I kind of want to move to back here, but either way. And then this, these gates, as you can tell, are just for the lights. Outside lights, and then the lights back here. Anything else that needs gates, I will add back here. So yeah, I think that's everything now. Not really anything else to show on it. I'm pretty happy with this. I think it would be pretty much perfect, like I said, for a crew of 4. Or maybe even more, really. It depends on how the beds work, and then you could also switch out stuff in here. But either way, it's made for a crew of 4, along with the 4-door cozy. It is still really laggy when you're towing it, but it's not bad on its own. And yeah, I think this, at the moment, would be absolutely perfect. I, like I said, do want to add an engine and the generator so it can produce electricity. I'm also tempted to figure out a way to passively make electricity, but I can't really work on that until the generator's actually been released. So, yeah, I guess that's it for now. And yeah, by the time this video is up, it should be on the workshop, so you can go check it out, use it however you want, just don't re-upload it or, you know, claim it for yourself. Typical bullcrap. So yeah, I hope this helps with any builds you might be working on or have planned. If you actually use this, awesome. If you use a modded survival like this is survival with creative enabled, hence being able to just build and stuff. If you actually use this version in survival and it works out for you, let me know. Let me know how it works out, if there's any issues. Aside from, you know, not being able to get through there. Even the beds, you should be able to just... There we go. You can literally just sit under the bed. Everything is spaced out to be just right. I do have a build series on this that I will make into a playlist, and I guess put now or in the description or something, but either way, before I keep rambling too much, the Cozy and the new mobile base. Trailer, at least. Together they make the mobile base. Anyways, I hope you enjoyed, and thanks for watching.